evening. Here is the news at 6. First, the highlights. Legacy Governor advocates increased sustained finance to mitigate climate change challenges. Nigeria Customs Service impounds smuggled petrol en route Republic of Benin. On the 14th, United States Supreme Court rejects bid to restrict abortion appeal. And in sports, Flamingos assures Nigerians a victory against Liberia in Under-17 Women's World Cup qualifier. And now, the details. I am Akan Usen. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has advocated a continuous, increased and sustained climate financing to mitigate climate change challenges. The governor, who spoke through his deputy, Obafemi Hamzat, said governments, financial institutions and international organizations must work collaboratively to bridge the financing gap. Hamzat said it is high time the government ensured that resources were directed towards projects that yield tangible benefits for communities and ecosystems. He said the government will continue to prioritize capacity building and knowledge sharing by empowering local communities with the skills, tools, and knowledge they need to develop and implement adaptation strategies. According to him, climate action must be inclusive, ensuring that the marginalized and vulnerable groups are not left behind, such that women, youth, indigenous peoples, and other underrepresented communities must have a voice in the decision-making processes that affect their lives and livelihoods. In its efforts to empower technical college counselors with improved strategies and digital competence to excel in their profession, Lagos State Technical and Vocational Education Board, LASTVEB, has organized a capacity building and skills enhancement program for college counselors. The program, with the theme Enhancing Strategies to Carry Out Key Counseling Functions Without Border, was held at the Skills for Work Center, Government Technical College, Adinili. Declaring the program open, the Executive Secretary of LASTVEB, Moronke Aziz, reiterated that it is part of the commitment to improving the quality of technical and vocational education in the state. She expressed the belief that equipping college counselors with the right skills and knowledge will go a long way in helping the students make informed decisions and good career choices to achieve their full potential. Residents of Ikosi Local Council Development Area of Lagos State now have access to affordable and improved healthcare service delivery. This follows the handover of the rehabilitated Isheri Primary Healthcare Center, renovated by the Team Impact of the Lateef Jankami Leadership Academy tagged Greater Health Project. On dealing the plague, Lagos State Head of Service Guru said the Lateef Jankami Leadership Academy is a one-year, non-partisan and meritocratic fellowship program initiated by Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu to develop future leaders by equipping them with requisite skills to positively influence public service.
We're looking for youth to become part of the government, right? Join the government. Because if you don't join the government, you don't have a say, so to say, in policies, in creating policies. So, join the local government, join the state civil service, join the public service. Together, you are the future. So, we need to look for people to hand over to.
In a remark, the project team lead, Michael Ogunkoya, said investment in the project, which funds were sourced by the team, was to reduce maternal and child mortality rates as well as ensure a healthier population in Lagos.
Lagos State has made commendable strides in healthcare. but there's always room for improvement. By focusing on primary health care, we can relieve the pressure on higher level healthcare facilities and provide immediate, effective care within our communities. We believe that with the support of stakeholders, this sustainable approach can be replicated across Lagos State and beyond, creating a ripple effect of improved healthcare outcomes and stronger communities.
Appreciating the gesture, the chairperson of Ikusi Sherry LCDA, Princess Samiat Pada, and the ballet of Isheri, Chief Herbert Uluwole, promised to ensure the primary healthcare centre is put to good use with assurance of regular maintenance of the equipment and infrastructure.
And the commissioner of today's project, we shall provide gratitude both to the NGO for their uncommon initiative, which is in line with the policy thought of the team agenda on head of our energetic and enabling government of Lagos State.
Executive Secretary Lateef Jakande Academy, Aisat Agbaje Okwade, thanked the state government for the opportunity. The rehabilitated Isheri Primary Healthcare Centre now has a solar inverter, electronic medical records, and enhanced medical equipment. The Defence Headquarters say that the Defence Headquarters says that troops of Operation Udoka have raided several training camps of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, and its Eastern Security Network in the southeast, and apprehended 25 suspects. Director Defense Media Operations Edward Buba said the raid operations were carried out last week following the killing of 5 soldiers by the group on May 30 around Aba in Abia State. Buba said the operations led to the destruction of several camps and the killing of 13 terrorists who had been terrorizing the zone from their hideouts. He called on all citizens to support the military in its efforts to rid the country of terrorists and other criminal elements. Now to the rest of the stories. The National Coordinator of Operation Whirlwind of the Nigeria Customs Service, Kehinde Ejibunu, has announced the seizure of 26,950 litres of petroleum products being smuggled out of the country into the Republic of Benin. The seizure is said to be worth 19 million naira. Ejibunu said that the petroleum products, which consists of 978 kegs of 25 litres, totaling 26,950 litres, were impounded in Zone A of the Nigeria Customs Service, consisting of Lagos and Ogun states, under 2 weeks. He said the special squad was set up 2 weeks ago by the Controller General of the NCS, Bashir Adeniyi, to add bite to efforts aimed at cracking down on the criminals smuggling petroleum products outside of the country. It urged all those who are into criminal acts of sabotaging the country's economy to either have a change of heart or get dealt with according to the extant laws. The Nigeria Center for Disease Control and Prevention, NCDC, has warned the public about the rising number of cholera cases across the country as the rainy season intensifies. The NCDC also called on Nigerians to drink clean water, observe proper sanitation and hygiene to avoid cholera. In a public health advisory, Director General of the NCDC, Jide Idris, said from January 1 to June 11, 2024, there were 1,141 suspected cases, 65 confirmed cases, and 30 deaths across 96 local government areas in 30 states. He said 10 states, including Bayelsa, Zamfara, Abia, Cross River, Bauchi, Delta, Katsina, Imo, Nasarawa, and Lagos, account for 90% of the cases. According to Idris, a multi-sectoral National Cholera Technical Working Group led by the NCDC is providing support to affected states. The 10th Senate has so far passed 25 bills and 115 resolutions in the last year. Majority Leader in the Senate, Opeyemi Bamidele, said this to mark the first anniversary of the 10th Senate. Bajiri said the Senate also screened and confirmed 215 nominees for appointment into different positions by President Bola Tinubu. He said that during the period, the Red Chamber strategically collaborated with key public institutions, especially the executive arm, to defend its core interest as a federation. Now to foreign news. The United States Supreme Court has rejected a bid to restrict an abortion pill widely used in the United States to terminate pregnancies. The court, in a unanimous opinion, said that anti-abortion groups and physicians challenging the medication mifepristone lacked the legal standing to bring the case. Abortion rights are one of the key issues in the November election, and the administration of Democratic President Joe Biden had urged the court to maintain access to the drug, which was approved by the Food and Drug Administration in 2000. His opponent, Donald Trump, leads a Republican Party broadly favoring blocks to abortion access. Meanwhile, the appeals court reduced the period during which mifepristone can be used from 7 to 10 weeks of pregnancy, blocked it from being delivered by mail, and required the pill to be prescribed and administered by a doctor. In our sport, after the 4-1 win from home in the first leg, Nigeria's under-17 girls Flamingos are keen to conclude their FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup qualification race on a high as they host their counterparts from Liberia at the MKO Abiola National Stadium. Goals by Harmony Chidi, Peace Efyong, Shakirat Moshood, and substitute Blessing Ifituezwe earned Nigeria a handsome first leg win in Monrovia on Sunday, and only 19 minutes separate the 2022 bronze medalists from another appearance at the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup. Nigeria forward Harmony Chidi has been the stellar talent of this qualifying campaign globally, scoring 11 goals in 5 matches, and with the possibility of adding to it at the MKO Abiola National Stadium. This year's FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup finals will be staged in the cities of Santiago de los Caballeros and Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic from 16th of October till 3rd November. And that's all for the news at 6. Just before we go, always slow down at road junctions, intersections and pedestrian crossings. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms. On Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. On YouTube, Traffic Radio 961. X, Traffic Radio 961. Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website on www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration trained 150 small-scale business owners in digital marketing? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government's website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. The Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has advocated a continuous increased and sustained climate financing to mitigate climate change challenges. The National Coordinator of Operation Whirlwind of the Nigeria Customs Service, Kehinde Ejibunu, has announced the seizure of 26,950 litres of petroleum products being smuggled out of the country into the Republic of Benin. We also told you the United States Supreme Court has rejected a bid to restrict an abortion pill widely used in the United States to terminate pregnancies. And in sports, after a 4-1 win away from home in the first leg, Nigeria's under-17 girls Flamingos are keen to conclude a FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup qualification race on a high note as they host their counterparts from Liberia at the MKO Abiola National Stadium. For contact with the newsroom, please send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. And that ends the news broadcast compiled by Zainab Adibeshi. I am Akan Usen. Thanks for listening and please stay safe. Good evening.